Hello. Okay, it's actually been a while. I'm working on an animatic for the movie Nope, which I really loved. However, it burnt me out really badly. And also I'm working on a animated short film for my animation class. However, that's also burned me out pretty badly. And also with both of those, I bit off more than I can chew on them. With the Nope animatic, I rendered it so well for every single goddamn frame. And with the short film, I added in way too much to the point where my freaking grader is like, "Hey, you should add dialogue." Which makes me kind of sad because because my goal was to make it have a little dialogue as possible. So the fact that he told me to do that is making me sad. So basically, I'm Icarus. I can't help but bite off more than I can chew. And every time I try to do anything, I fly too close to the goddamn sun. So rather than working on any of those right now, I decided to give myself a bit of a break because it's spring break and whatnot. Also, happy Autism Acceptance Month. Yes, I'm autistic. Shut up. But today we're gonna look through a sketchbook that I have, which I actually finished last year. It's just that I've been wanting to do a sketchbook tour on this little thing for a while now. So yeah, let's get started. First up, I've got some drawings of me doing referencing hairstyles. Got my OC Eleanor. She no longer has this hairstyle, but she had that hairstyle. More kind of doodles of OCs. More doodles of OC. Something. And next up, we have this illustration that I did. It's in watercolor, as you can tell, and also gel pen. I was inspired by there's this uncommon fear of mirrors, so I decided to do that. This is the OC in question from that illustration, and more Eleanor. Look at her. I put her through so much. Siren character, me sketching out some clothing ideas. My Tally Hall page when I had a really interesting Tally Hall phase. I like Tally Hall. More Tally Hall. Me referencing the song, Turn the Lights Off. Turn the Lights Off. Siren OC. I think I named her Stella. Yeah, Stella. I named her Stella. I tried to figure out her designs. Alright, we got more shit here. More Tally Hall, including crazy food, and stuff. Me quoting the song "A Good and Evil" from Tally Hall and drawing out of it. So yeah, we got some Tally Hall doodles. More Tally Hall and more of Stella, this time in a pretty dress. I really like how this came out. I really like, how I use the alcohol markers and pencil to kind of shade it. It's really good. Yeah, gore warning. I should have, yeah, that's just a weird sketch I did. Oh, I actually did some stories of me drawing this, of drawing her in the rain because it was raining outside. So yeah. So for context, I used to have a Tally Hall AU. I'm not, long story short, I scrapped it. I'm not really proud of it at all, but it existed. Also have some doodles of my D&D characters. I miss these two so much. Oh, here's another character, Samuel. I really need to play around with him more. I really don't know what I want to do with him. Also, yes, I taped up a Polaroid right here that I decided not to take out of the sketchbook for some reason. I do have a Polaroid binder now, but when I had my Polaroid camera, I already filled up the first Polaroid portfolio. Oh, more of my OC. And another OC I have named Lizzie. I was thinking of making an animatic with her and maybe her boyfriend if I ever get around to designing him. Don't get attached to Lizzie. That's all I'll say. Also, this was when I was messing around with The technique technique where you get makeup blenders and kind of use it to like blend pencil. It's really good. I only used the technique once, so it's practically, yeah. More Polaroids and more of Lizzie. Of her being cute and her being creepy. Yes. And if you're wondering, this is, she, her whole thing takes place in the 1980s. Like, I really want to do an animatic with her, where she's, like, exploring the woods, and, eldritch beings and whatnot. Oh! Okay, sorry, I got excited. Okay, so we have, obviously, Doodles of Stella. Yes, she is a Hall OC. I don't know why I mentioned that, but this is like the earliest concept of my OC Oliver. If you follow me on Instagram, you would heard a lot about him, but he used to look like this, and he used to have a gun. So yeah, this was like early concept. I actually redesigned this drawing of Oliver without the gun. So yeah, this was me messing around with other characters. It was gonna be a character in a superhero story that I wanted to write. However, I canceled it because it was, again, I have a problem where I bite off more than I can chew. Alright, we have this little creature thing called the Corruptor, or Ardodius Criteria. Look at this creepy little guy. He's a creepy little guy. And next up we have, oh my god, we have more of them. We have obviously the creature. I need to figure out what I want to do with them. But yeah, we have more of my babies. So we have more of Oliver. More of Oliver. He, back when he had, blue suit, and his boyfriend guy at least looks like this. Yes, they're dating. I still love this drawing. Their dynamic is just so cute. Look at that. Also, this is early drawing Razzle, as well as their band logo, because they're in a band. And I love them so much. Oh my god, we have more drawings of them. Yeah, that's a drawing I did of, like, my interpretation of the character of Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I really like that. I really like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory very much. I like both iterations. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at them. Look at them. Look at the concept art of them. They have same body syndrome, I swear. Look at that. I mean, they kind of do, but they kind of don't. Eleanor. I think I was going through a rough time. I usually use Eleanor to, like, vent out my feelings. Designs for some punks. I really like how that hair came out. I really like it. Why did I not use it for a character? It makes me sad that I haven't. But yeah, more of my D&D character. Her name's Plum, by the way. Oh, Danny. Yeah, I have a character named Danny. I don't know what I want to do with him. But, like, yeah, he's basically, like, the pretty jock boy who's actually kind of a dork. He's basically Fred from Scooby-Doo. Not Velma, but Scooby-Doo. We don't talk about Velma. Okay, for context. I drew this as a joke. I found a meme where it's like Tally Hall, but combined with Doki Doki Literature Club. So I drew this. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. You're not supposed to take anything seriously. Okay, more Doodles of OCs. This one I got the fortune teller fish. I forgot what I got, but I really like the packaging. I just taped this. I just found, like, a piece of artwork from, like, a magazine or a newspaper, and I just cut it out and I added a bunch of weird stuff in it. I really need to do more scrapbooking. I really do. It's just that, like, most of the stuff I have for scrapbooking is from, like, I forgot what the magazine place called. Hold on, let me go ahead and check. National Geographic. Yeah, that's what I have for, like, scrapbooking. National Geographic. Don't get me wrong, National Geographic is great. It's just that, it doesn't give you a lot of variety. With stuff. Oh my god, I really forgot to mention this. Sorry, my brain is so scattered. All of this is unscripted. If I ever do a sketchbook tour, sketchbook tours, I'm just letting you know in advance, All of them are going to be unscripted. But I have a new phone, so that's why the camera quality might be higher than usual, and that's why you can see the pages better. This is when I was kind of like trying to figure out. Oh, this is like very early concept art for my character, Dr. Lex. He used to look a lot like Spamton, who I also drew. I eventually did figure out his name right here, and I got upset that he looked like Spamton. Speaking of which, Big Shot. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Look at this Big Shot boy. Look at a Big Shot. Yeah, I really like Spamton. He's a goofy little guy, and I like him. He's so funny. I love him. More OC doodles. Thumbnails for poster art and early concept art for the character Rocky, who is like the Dead Smiles' band. He's the roadie for their band. Their band's called Dead Smiles, and he's the roadie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is more of my character Hannah. You might have seen doodles of her throughout the sketchbook. More Polaroids. I just really love how this turned out. If you've seen my last sketchbook tour, you would know I had like a page similar to this, but with Eleanor on it. I wanted to kind of do something similar to that. I just love how this turned out so much. It's so amazing. Like, it's just, yes, please. Yes, my conspiracy boy. He's no longer called Barry Duncan. He's and yes, he does look like Jack Walton from the Walton Files. I'm sorry, he's look at him. He's a conspiracy man. He's my conspiracy man who wants to fight some aliens. He's great. This is like an early concept art for him. It's like, look at him. He's just a guy. He's just a guy. And more Polaroids. This time I painted on this one because it failed. It's the creature. Creepy creature. More. Oh, this is when I figured out what I wanted a Rocky to look like. Yeah. Looks so cool. And that is more art for Razzle. Eventually I do change her hair because, like, it's a good style. It's just that it's not 80s enough, and it also doesn't really suit her as a character. Oh, look at that. I figured out. This was me when I was figuring out, like, what, like, doing thumbnails for, like, their potential album art. Potential album art. More Tally Hall. Study of an Orange, which is cool. And Oliver, he does look like Mr. Rogers in this. A little bit. Mostly if you ignore the head and look at the body. He has a body of Mr. Rogers. More Eleanor, Vampire, Stella, Weird Little Doodles. I think this was when I was getting to Mandela catalog, considering we have something like this. I really like analog horror, as you can tell. More doodles, more Creepy Oliver stuff, wing studies. Oh, I really like this page. I really do. I'm not gonna spoil much, but I will say Oliver is, I wouldn't say the most mentally healthy. And I just really love how the composition of this page went. It's very messy, but it's just really well compositioned. I really like the coloring. It really unites together. It's mostly just reds and blues with hints of yellow. I just really love how it turned out. It's just really good. I really had a lot of fun making this. More doodles. More of Guy when he had, like, that X as a scar, and then I kind of just scrapped it for some reason. Mostly because it felt overly dramatic. Ooh. We have, an illustration of, like, a realistic version of Eleanor. I really like this style. I used crayons, actually, to do this, because at the time, I didn't have any oil pastels. I do have oil pastels, but I barely use them now, so mostly because I have too many crayons. And now we have Oliver. I really like how both of these turned out. I was mostly going for a surreal. Hold on, the glare is in the way. I was mostly going for a surreal, like semi-realistic style. Something that's kind of like a little bit uncanny valley, but not really. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really happy how these turned out. And yes, I used, the glaze I used was a Mod Podge. Oh yeah, studies for, like, animation. A card I got after I got my plush toy Spamton, which, hold on, let me go ahead and get him out. That's my son right there, Spamton. Look at him. Look at him. My friend got me this on, like, at Etsy. And I love him so much. He is so tiny and so scrunky. Look at him. Look at him. This is my son. This is my son right here. This is my son. Anyway, let's get back to the sketchbook. So yeah, I also doodled this suit, and it reminded me of Country Humans. And not in a good way, by the way. I do not like Country Humans. I don't support them. I don't support the fan base. It's kind of problematic. Oh, this is when I wanted to make a robot OC and rip off Spamton, because of course I did. Like I named them Lyras. And doodled it all in crayon. More stuff. I'm terrible at drawing Inklings. I don't remember ever being good at drawing Inklings from Splatoon. I admire the game, but they're so hard. Like, their characters are so hard to draw. More Oliver. More creepy stuff. Yeah, this guy. I'm not gonna explain the context, though. Oh shit, I should block that out. Yeah, you're not supposed to see that. No, I mean, like, it's scrapped, but you're still not supposed to see that. It's backstory stuff. More Oliver doodles. This page is just Oliver. Like, these 2 pages are just Oliver. I love him, but he's so ill. Yeah, you can read that. This was like an illustration I did in watercolor. I didn't like it. I just didn't feel right to me. So I eventually redesigned this in a different page. More of Plum, this time in her wedding dress. Also, yeah, I think I should censor that. Yeah, I should censor that. I'll censor that later in post. More Oliver, mushroom, whatever could it mean. More Oliver, my OC Clarence, who I might redesign or rename. I don't know. I'll figure something out with them. Me throwing around the idea of, like, a Plague Doctor D&D character. I'm still playing around with it, but, like, until I join a new D&D campaign, I'm probably not gonna do much with him. Doodles. Early concept art for a cartoon character named Vinny the Record Player. I eventually redesigned this because this feels wrong. It's not good. Doodle of, like, what I thought Oliver's room would look like, you know, his childhood bedroom. More doodles. Oh, I found this, like, this photography kind of booklet, like an arts fair that my mom was at. She sells jewelry. Oh, I should censor some of this. I mean, not that, though. That's fine, but mostly this. Yes, I do live in California. Yeah, but here's the back of it. Here's something that Vans gave me, and here is the redesign, like the redesign of, like, the earlier page I did, and this one I feel much more happy with. I just love how it turned out, and I still am happy with it. Like, I just love the texture and, like, the marker lines and the details. Like, this, like, it's a lot. It's kind of maximalist in a way, but I like it. The only thing I don't like is how the hair came out. Oliver's hair has always been notoriously kind of hard to figure out for me. Also, this is just me messing around with a more realistic style, but I just really love how this turned out. I love it so much. He has more illustrations, more of me messing around with, like, rendering with crayons, because I like that. Me figuring out what Oliver's signature looked like, and finally, Roswell has our new haircut. It's more accurate. I like how it turned out. Also, thumbnail drawings and shadow people, because why not? Eleanor and Odd Todd. For context, I got back into, like, this show called Odd Squad, which is a PBS Kids math show. Yeah, I used to watch it as a kid. It's a very good show and weirdly plot heavy. It's a weirdly plot heavy show for something for children. Also, guys here. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next page, though I will warn you, it does contain, like, pretty sensitive imagery. And when I mean sensitive, I mean, I'll put in the warning right here. I'll put it in. So, you can either avert your eyes or, like, skip to a timestamp. I'll put in a timestamp somewhere, and edit. But yeah, here we go. This is what I was warning about. So, there was this prompt series called Vandalize. I was introduced by this artist called Dissociation Dude because he did a prompt series similar to this. I recommend you follow him. He's a very, very talented artist and deserves all the love and support. I really like what he does. And I kind of felt inspired by the prompt series to kind of try this out. Try out some illustration. And this prompt's called Nightmare. I like how it came out. I actually remember butchering the crap out of my thin blue Sharpie paint marker, because I had, like, thin Sharpie paint markers. I just love how this turned out. It's so colorful and, like, dark and a bit Seussian. I think I took some conscious inspiration from Dr. Seuss's Midnight paintings. I think that's what they're called. I'll put a video in the iCard or in the description of, like, a video from Solar Sands where he covers those paintings. Yeah. Here's the next prompt, another dimension. I was more inspired by, like, psychedelic art for this. The meaning of this one is a bit obvious given, like, the subject and the title. This one's obvious because it just says it in the text. Like, staying blind to like, truth of things. And yes, that is Guy. I won't explain the context. I will never explain context to my OC's backstories. More Doodles, more of Oliver, who's suffering. Razzle. Oh, more of my D&D characters. How I miss them so much. I miss them so much. Alright, next page. Another prompt, uncomfortable. This was when I, like... Yeah, I don't explain it, but I really like how it came out. I especially love the hands. Like, I really like the hands. It's so cool. I just really like how these turned out. I really want to get into the prompt series again. It's just that I think I got burnt out by them. And I just didn't... I just kind of had a moment of, like, crap, what prompt should I do next? Because, a bit overwhelmed and stuff. More of my D&D character, Ivy. Yes, her name is Ivy, and Plum and Ivy are dating. More of me messing around with, like, Oliver's handwriting. Cat. And Lucky Charms. Oh, I really love this one. The prompt standing there. I love how this turned out. I shaded it all in crayon and also rendered in crayon. This was a pain to figure out. Eventually, I just was like, you know what? I don't want it to be too detailed because the focus should be on here. So I just kind of made it a weirdly simple rose pattern, abstract rose pattern. But I just love how this turned out. It's so creepy. I love it. More concept designs for Dr. Lex. Thumbnail drawings for more of the prompts. And my character, Noelle, who was originally named Estella, but I changed it to Noelle. It was more Christmassy. Oh, look! I doodled some Buzz Lightyear and Woody stuff for Toy Story. Also more Plum. We also have the mystery spot. I'd never been to the mystery spot. Maybe I'll go there someday. Look at that. It's the mystery spot. Look at that. I'm giving a free promotion to the mystery spot. But if you look under the mystery spot, it's a burnt corpse. But yeah, this is like early concept art for the character Carrie. She eventually would have like a better hairstyle. And her hair would be blue. Yes, she would have blue hair and pronouns. More doodles of characters. Okay, go to the next page. More Plum. Lex. A tiny doodle of 11. Me drawing like what a Buzz Lightyear robotic arm would look like and how would it be attached. I don't have to censor that. More concern for Lex. Me venting my emotions out onto Eleanor. Here's an illustration I did of like a weird little monster thingy. I really like this. I like the colors. I mostly used Posca pen. However, I really do not like the texture on this. It's so wobbly. I mean, it makes it look old, but still, it's so wobbly. It's so wobbly and gross. I actually stuck this on with hot glue. So that explains the texture. More of Oliver. And stuff. You know, just a bunch of doodles. I like this little doodle right here. Yeah. They're so cool. It's so cool. So cool. I will not explain the context of this page. Hershey chocolate. That's the context. The context is Hershey chocolate. Oh, there's a lot going on here. I should probably take this off, actually. Yeah, I have sticky notes here for some reason. Yeah, these were like doodles I did. More concept art for Lex. Just monster doodle. Gaster, Omori, some things. Cat. More of Noelle when she was a character and not a plot device. Sorry, Noelle. Okay. So the prompt alone should be a warning. So, warning for this. Yeah. Yeah, I like how this turned out. I like how disgusting it looks. That's what I like. I like how I went too hard on this. I went absolutely too hard. On this. Yeah. Also, I hit it with, like, a moon pie wrapper because I realized how see-through it is. And, I don't know. It'll be, like, a good surprise. It's a surprise. But, yeah, yeah. Oh, another prompt. Also, if you notice, the prompts are out of order. That was unintentional. Yeah, this is, like, Razzle and Lex. My evil boy. Back when he looked like this. Yeah, he would get designed, like, these two would get a lot of designs, concept designs and whatnot. I will not explain their relationship. Let it be known, it's not healthy at all. It's not great. Speaking of relationships, I wanted to figure out Oliver and Guy's relationship dynamic, so I just wrote down some, qualities they have. Pause to read. I won't pause for you. I wanted to draw Plum's parents, so I drew that. Yeah. Also, I kind of had the idea of, like, putting my OCs in a dating sim, and this would be the main character. This was during the time where my friend was introducing me to this game, this weird dating sim called Dial Town. It's weird, not fully my thing, but I like it. Also, doodle of Oliver right there with a painting. I should probably paint the painting he's holding. That would be a fun idea. I don't know. It sounds like a fun idea. Oh, this is, like, when I was this is, like, the first attempt I did of, like, the prompt. You know, the one where I basically tortured the crap out of Oliver. This is his mom. Her name is Shannon. She's a woman. That's all I'll say. Me figuring out, like, a TV head OC. And, more stuff for Oliver. Evil minion behind the slaughter. More prompts. This one, who am I? I like how this turned out. I was trying to go with, like, a warped perspective type of thing. I don't like how the lighting turned out. It's kind of weird. But, like, you can tell what's going on. I really like it. It kind of has, like, early 2000s type of look to it now that I think about it. Which I don't mind. I like early 2000s art. It might have been garish, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. More of Stella. Gay moms? Gay moms. Just a bunch of stuff. More of me dueling characters. Oliver. That's it. More doodles. I miss my wife, Plum. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. I thought that was funny. This was when I was listening to Joe Holly, and Doodle the Wizard. This was also this is not relevant to Oliver's backstory at all. His mom is not a murderer. I was just listening to like the song Circus. I forgot the musician. I'll probably put on the iCard. But yeah, and in the back, yeah. Yeah, so basically, lots of creepy stuff here. I like drawing. I have a problem where I draw both cute and creepy stuff. What can I say? I like the juxtaposition. Plum's mother being mournful and sad. I like the pose here. It's so sad. So visceral. Doodles of Oliver. And Oliver and Guy in potential wedding outfits. Look at them. They're so cute. I wanted to combine, like, with Oliver's suit, I wanted to combine, like, a normal wedding suit and, like, you know, a wedding dress. Since I feel like he would be the type of person to have that. And look, it has tiny little buttercups on it. Okay, next up. Another sticky note. Got a lot going on here. Just a lot of concepts, really. Also, some lore. I will not explain that. But I will explain this one. It's called Insulin Coma. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just quoted, I don't know how, but they found me sog sugar pills and just drew this. I wanted to, like, have it look like she's laying on the floor. I kind of like how it turned out. It's not the best drawing for the prompt, but it's something. Got some doodles here. More Mandela catalog stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have to censor all of this. Not because it's inappropriate, but because it's spoiling. Actually, no. Should I? This is a storyboard for a animation I want to do, but then I scrapped it because I can't get anything big done for some reason. It's honestly kind of making me a bit mad. I guess I should just be more patient with myself and, like, stop burning myself out at the candle. Oh, another prompt. This time, the prompt dog. This prompt I will not explain. But let it be known that this was, like, the moment where I kind of started to figure out, like, what Lex's design would be like. Mostly just kind of, like, purple with, like, pops of orange. You know, it's a very interesting color. So this, you know, this stuff, me doing a duel of Lex, Shannon, and some art for a rabbit Littlest Pet Shop I customize. So yeah. Oh! Okay, so this is a page for Noelle. I won't explain anything further. Oliver, more doodles, some sketch I did for, like, a LPS custom dog that I did. me quoting Hayloft by Mother. Some more doodles. Just a bunch of angst and blood. And, yeah. Oh, this one. This was, like, the original prompt for Mind Over Matter. It's a really lovey-dovey page. I quoted some songs. There's this, like, something creature right there. Here I just messed around, found a picture of an owl, beheaded it, and then had this coming out because I thought it was funny. I don't know, I thought it was funny. And I did little doodles of, like, little pet shops that I have. This one of my dream LPS that I eventually got, and this one of another LPS that I got. Here they are, actually. For context, both of them are fake. They're both from Amazon. That being said, however, until I get the official ones, these are gonna have to settle with. I especially want the kind of, real version of this cat. I really want, like, the, real official version of this cat, not the fake one that people keep making. However, this cat is so hard to get. This cat is so hard to get, like, an authentic version of. Like, I at least want an authentic version of this cat, because I love this cat so much. It's so cute. But until then, I'm gonna have to settle with this. And besides, it doesn't really look that bad. It just kind of feels a bit off in my hands. So, yeah. Back to the sketchbook. Yeah, but, you know, I have these doodles. And also, Lucas Sinclair and Henry Creel from Stranger Things. I love this man. I love this man so much. Lucas is underrated, but holy crap, I love this man. Anyway, here's another prompt called Crushed. That's Oliver. I will not explain the context at all. I will never explain context for his backstory, but I do. It turned out fine. I think it turned out fine. Like, it was kind of a pain in the ass to kind of figure out what I needed to do. Oh, okay. We're already getting to a page where I know I'm gonna have an interesting time. So we have Doodles, Stranger Things Doodles, a monster creature that I made. I almost revealed some lore, however, I will not reveal it. Okay, we got Eddie Munson, Alexi, Barb, who's dead, and Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this. But yeah, overall a bunch of doodles. And then we have this page. this goddamn page. Okay, let's start from the left and then go to the right. We have Eleanor in a new hairstyle. Eleanor again, looking adorable as ever. Eleanor. Susie, aka the girl who absolutely did nothing wrong. She isn't responsible for the quote unquote death of Hopper. Stop blaming her. Dr. Martin Brenner. I'm gonna be brutally honest, I do not like this guy. I don't trust him. I don't trust this man at all. Hopper, Chrissy, Dusty Boy, more of Noel. I will not explain the context. I tried to draw Jonathan, but I failed. Now it looks like sexy Squidward. Bob Newbie, R.I.P. Bob. Some doodles. Guy who kind of looks like Steve, but not really. But yeah, that's the page. There's just a lot going on with this one page. Okay, next up, Lex Angst, me venting, because I can. Also, I found, like, this orphanage building that I really like the style of, so I drew it in Sharpie. There's a lot of doodles, really. Just a lot of doodles. And also Nancy, I love Nancy. She's a girl boss. A lot of other stuff. I also doodled, like, a fantasy creature that I also made a custom of. Also, you connect poses. Just a bunch of stuff. Oh, another prompt. No reality. I like how this turned out a lot. It was kind of like I had no thoughts about what I wanted to do, so I just kind of messed around and kind of just tried to figure it out. I like how it turned out. It's kind of bright, though. It's a bit too bright, even for me. That being said, I really don't mind it. It turned out pretty decent, I feel. Me messing around with charcoal. Maybe this little, like, Christmas demon or whatever. Yeah, they're pretty cool. More doodles, more of Oliver. And this comic. I'm gonna read this out. Hey, Henrik. Yeah, Cal? I dare you to wear this. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing that, Callie. Seriously, that looks tacky as fuck. Huh. This dress isn't too bad. Still tacky, though. So yeah, for context, this is like when it was a trend to put men in maid dresses for some reason, and I jumped on it really badly. I jumped on it hardcore. Next up, we have more Henry Creel. We have Guy, who has the new scar now. He has the new scar, because I didn't like his old one. But yeah, just a bunch of stuff. I like this doodle. I like this doodle a lot. Alright, next page. Razzle, young Razzle with her powers. Lex, Carrie, but young. bunch of thumbnail sketches. Lex. I drew this in Posca pen. More of me trying to figure out what I wanted. More of me sketching out orphanages and stuff. Right, another prompt. Left alone. I like how this turned out. I wanted to play around with like colors and hues and oil pastels because I recently got them. I really like how Guy turned out. He stands out from the crowd. And I want to it's kind of like, I wanted to use this kind of like a way to illustrate what it's like being kind of like, being a crowd of people and yet you're all alone. So yeah. More doodles of my OC Hannah. My boy, Henry. He's my baby girl. He's my baby girl. I love him. I love him so much. I love him. He's my baby girl. More of me venting like an emo boy or girl. This is when I watched a couple of episodes of like Community, and I really like Abed. He's just like me for real, guys. Okay, just a bunch of doodles, really. Okay. Also doodled some animatronics. Scrapped character. Okay. There's a lot of stuff here. I like these too. Oh! Yeah, that's gory. That's gory as hell. Yeah. Got a lot of doodles. I think we're on the last page now. This is Norma. She's from one of my favorite animated shows, Dead End Paranormal Park. I will never forgive Netflix for canceling this beautiful show. I love her. I love her. She's just like me for real. And finally some doodles of a character named Bella, who's going to be important to one of my stories. And yeah, that's it. That's the entire sketchbook. I hope the sketchbook tour makes up for lost time. Probably not, but who cares? So yeah, I'll try my best to work on the animatic as much as I can. No promises though, since I'm a type of person that keeps making new projects and never getting anything done. But I'll try my best. I'll try for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please, if you guys want, you can sub or whatever. Do whatever you want. Anyway, bye-bye.